Green Man! 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 Holy YouTube video, Green Man!
Hey everyone, it's me again, the Grey Man, and got something to show off today. I might have to make this into a few videos because it's big and heavy. I basically bought something on eBay. Yeah, and I'm not sure. I was worried about this when I ordered it actually, because there was a zero what do you call it? Feedback. A new seller basically. They had no feedback whatsoever. Basically it's a bunch of Batman. Oldish Batman, but it was a bit awkward because the picture was showing Detective Comics and it was showing Batman comics, and basically I did a little bargain. So you get it on for one price, and I've seen there's a button on there on eBay for make an offer. So I thought, well, I've never done that before. I'll see if I can make an offer. See if I can get it cheaper. That's if they're even willing to stop the auction. And so I put in a price like 2/3 of what they were asking for. She made a counter offer, and I thought, okay, I'll take a chance. I knew it was covered by PayPal's, what do you call it? But if the comics never turned out, I knew I'd be covered by PayPal. So I thought it wouldn't be a loss of money. But I was just wondering, I was a bit concerned about how the. I should have asked a few more questions actually, but I thought she might change her mind and I might not get a deal. But I don't know. I did it, and I'm anxious to open them up and see what they're like, see what the condition is like and so forth. It's supposed to be about 245 comics in this lot for, I won't say the price, but yeah, it was less than 50p a comic basically. I know some of them I'll have, but I was thinking, well, I could always sell those. But what it was, one of the things that was a bit concerning is they had the numbers written down, but it wasn't saying which numbers were Batman and which numbers were Detective Comics. So it wasn't really well worded. But I'm going to open it up now and I'm going to show you the books, check through it all, and hopefully, I think I've got some good comics here. I think I've got a bargain. If the books that are in the picture are the ones that have been sent to me, which I'm going to check as well. So just moving the chair out so I put a box on it. But basically let's go through them. I might have to make it into 3 videos or something because there's quite a lot of books here. If there is 245 here, then it's going to take a while. But I'm just going to go through them, see what I've got. So I'm just going to take them straight out of the box and pop them on the thing in front of me, and let's see what we have. So Batman 288. It's got a few nicks and quicks across it, but for like 50p, I am not complaining about that one. I know I haven't got that book, so I'm more than happy with that. There's another cool one, another cool looking old one as well. They've got price stamps on it. This one looks like it might have been trimmed actually. Looks a bit funny on the edge there, but no, I think it's alright. But yes, I'm not sure what kind of era these books are from. 35 cents, what's that? 12 old pence, well 12 pence in British. I'm guessing it's got to be 70s. Or maybe early 80s actually, could be early 80s. I know I don't have these books anyway. I'm hoping that there's quite a lot that I don't have in this batch, and any ones that I've got doubles of, I'll sell it and recoup some of my money that I paid for this this batch basically. That's cool. Batman 300th issue. And I looked at some of them, I saw some of the numbers, and I looked at some of them, see how much they were going for online individually, and some of them were going for like $10 or something, or $6, or quite a lot. Well, it's a bit rough on the bottom there, but the condition is very readable, I should think. Looking at that, it's a little bit of messing on the bottom edge, but I'm not buying these to sell on these old ones. These ones I'm going to be keeping, the old ones I don't have already. The newer ones I will probably try and sell them. Let's have a look. So far, so good. These are all looking awesome. These are all very, very cool. I know I don't have any of these ones, so I'm basically, yeah, I'm really happy so far. And it looks like I've got, and I'll make sure I've got the full complement of books, and I might check through the numbers that she said were going to be in this lot. But yeah, I'm really happy with this lot. It's a bunch of Batman classic Batman that I don't have. Nice covers. Nice old scar. This one I do have. This is one of my oldest ones. I remember buying this in the corner shop around the corner from where my dad lived in East London, Walthamstow, East London, before he moved out to Essex. And yeah, I remember that guy, the Firebug. I remember the story well. This guy basically was burning down buildings because of they were basically dangerous buildings. Like in one building, the paint peeled off, and the little girl ate the paint and died. Another building, there were buildings that he blamed for killing people that were near and dear to him. So he was burning them down. They were like slum buildings. So he was burning them down, and Batman had to take him out. But yeah, it was quite a poignant story actually. He was a villain with almost just cause. But yeah, that's a cool one. But I'll put that in my little. But I'll put it separately. This is ones to possibly sell in the future. Right, here's a cool one with Captain Boomerang. I'm gonna have to open them up and check out the dates. I'm guessing early 80s. I would guess early 80s, which is cool because I didn't start collecting properly until late 80s, really, mid to late 80s. Another awesome one. Because You Demanded It, The Return of the Catwoman. Is this her last caper? No, it's not her last caper. She comes back quite a lot. But this one follow on? Yeah, this is the next issue afterwards. Is this the end of the Catwoman? Ooh. Who's this guy? I don't know. Tonight, Commissioner Gordon Must Die. I'm kind of a bit giddy actually. I'm really happy with these books, and for 50, like less than 50p each. Wow, I cannot complain. I cannot complain at all with this buy. I mean, I've only just scratched the surface so far, so there might be some dodgy ones at the bottom, but so far they are looking mighty fine. That's a nice Joe Kubert cover there. Enter Asylum Sinister. This is back in the day before the asylum was called Arkham Asylum, isn't it? I'm not too sure. When was it changed to Arkham Asylum? No, I was getting confused. I was thinking of something else actually now. I remember later on somebody came up with the character. Was it Norm Brayfogle, who died recently? He came up with the character of the owner of Arkham Asylum, didn't he? I can't remember when Arkham Asylum was first used in the comics. I actually wrote it in one of my blogs recently. Because I did a blog about the t-shirt I've been wearing in a couple of my recent videos. It's like a Batman logo with a Cthulhu kind of tentacles coming out of it. So I wrote a little blog about the connection between Batman and Cthulhu. And yeah, so I'll put the date there when Arkham was first created, but I can't remember when it was now. Not when it's first named in the books, rather, should I say. Oh man, this is lovely. The Electrocutioner and his game is death. I don't know if there's any key issues amongst this lot. I mean, it was the first time I've been on there, so I'm not too sure if they were aware of what they could get for the books. Maybe if they'd sold them, I'm pretty sure if they'd sold them separately, they would have got a lot more money. But it's just like maybe they didn't want to have that hassle. But look at it, they're really in good nick as well. They're really in good, lovely condition. The sellotape at the back of the plastics has gone a bit sticky, as it sometimes does when you leave sellotape for a long time. But they just look, they look brilliant. Oh man, I still haven't scratched the surface of these piles. I even have to speed up. I'm going to have to cut this into 3 or 4 videos because I know people don't have the patience to watch really long videos. Revealed at last, the secret of Ra's al Ghul, the final deadly battle high atop a flaming volcano. Oh yeah. Can't see what's being written underneath that, but that's another awesome condition book. Aparo cover there. Classic covers. Classic art. Another Aparo cover. I'm not sure how consecutively these are running actually. I've not been looking at the numbers. I've just been looking at the covers, and I know so far I've had one of these books so far. Oh. I feel drunk. I feel drunk on comics. Batman battles the mole. Reuniting the talents of Roy Thomas and Gene Colan. of a Paro cover. Right, let's move these over. Look at this one. The Dark Knight detective wills to face the ghost of Wayne Manor. I've definitely got a deal here. No two ways about it. If I was to try and buy these from the comic shop or online, they'd probably be at least £2 each, I should think. At least, some of them probably more than that. Whew. I might have to have a lie down after looking at these. I'm getting all giddy. Yeah. I may be going over the top of the half a hero Batman. You're mad, Two-Face. This is carrying your split personality too far. Yep. Two-Face has never been sane. Well, before he was Two-Face, obviously he was sane. These look like they've been read once, maybe, looking at some of them. There's not even an awful lot of damage to the spines, which is obviously the part which normally gets the most wear. Ugh. Whew. I mean, some of these covers, I'm not even seeing the covers. I'm not even sort of seeing them in passing, you know? Like, sometimes you might see, covers being spoken about in other people's collections and that. So this is really awesome. Right, Nightmare in Crimson, number 350. Who Stalks the Gotham Knight? It's Batman as a vampire. That predates the Blinking Elseworlds tale, doesn't it? Where, I can't remember what Elseworlds tale was called now, but where Batman lives in a world full of vampires and he's a vampire himself. The Final Fate of Boss Fawn, and it looks very much like Hugo Strange is in that one. Struggle as hard as you want, Batman. You can never defeat yourself. That's definitely Hugo Strange. He's using some kind of psychiatrist Jedi mind tricks. But this one, I'm pretty sure I may have this one already. The cover looks so familiar. Or it might just be that I was looking at it when I was looking through the books online that are in the collection. I think I did look this one up, so maybe that's what's doing it. But cool. Riddle me this. Who says crime doesn't pay? I do. This one, I know this one. I've seen this been mentioned a few times online, and people saying good things about it. I think it's a key for this minor character, Nocturna. I can't say I've ever heard of her, but I just love that cover. That cover is so beautiful. It's just like the way the lines are coming out from whatever this device is. It's really, really striking, that cover is. Really striking. I like it. Who is he? What is he? Now, it's either Chimera or Chimera. I've heard people pronounce that Chimera, but I always just say Chimera, but I think Chimera is possibly what it's meant to be. Right. And this one, a slight case of poison ivy. Just looking at the cover, there's hardly any wear at all on the spine. Hardly anywhere at all. The corners look lovely. I'm going to have to get some boards for these ones. I tell you, I'm normally a bit lazy when it comes to covering my comics up and to, bagging them. I don't always bag and board, and sometimes I stick a number of comics in one bag because I'm a cheapskate. But these definitely look like they deserve bags as well as boards. These ones, boards as well as bags, rather. Oh man, right. Hello, Batman's been knocked out and the Grim Reaper is looking on. Peril is the Penguin. Oh no, Robin, what have I done to you? Not sure who that villain is. He looks a bit like Captain Cold rather than Mr. Zero. Mr. Zero? What's his name? Not Mr. Zero, is it? Oh, my brain is gone. Victor Freeze. What's his name? I think he used to be. But did he not used to be called Mr. Zero when he first appeared or something? What the hell was his name now? Why can't I remember his name? I think all this looking at new old comics is. I said it was made me gone giddy, didn't I? What is his name? I can't believe I don't remember his name all of a sudden. Right, is this the end of the Batman? These are from 85, right? I'm getting an idea of the year now. This is before I started collecting them, so this is cool. 84, 85, so they're not super old at all, but they're lovely Bronze Age ones. And looking in really smart condition. Love it. Whoa! And I still haven't scratched the surface of the box yet, practically. Oh, I'm about a third of the way down. Right, this is a nice one. Anniversary issue. Batman's 500th appearance in Detective Comics. That's nice. Yeah. Batman Feared Dead. Yes, there's a mixture of Detective Comics and Batman. But when they put it in the description, they just put like Batman comics and then they wrote a load of numbers. And I kind of looked at the picture and I realised that some of them were obviously Detective Comics and some of them were Batman from the picture, but they weren't really specified in the notes which was which. So I thought I might have, if some of them, the higher numbers were Batman, I knew I'd probably have them. But if the higher numbers were Detective Comics, then I knew I probably might not have them, if you know what I mean, because obviously Detective Comics go for a lot longer. So far, these are all new comics for me, apart from possibly two. Definitely one, possibly two. This is a nice fat one. Number 500 of Detective Comics. What was that last one then? So his 500 appearance. Oh yeah, of course, 500 appearance. He didn't appear in the first Detective Comics, did he? This is that first one. The 500 appearance was in Detective Comics 526. Because obviously he didn't appear in Detective Comics number 1. I think it was 27 he first appeared in, wasn't it? So that's the number 500 of Detective Comics. 2 comics in one, double the thrills. 7 special stories like Walter Gibson, Jim Aparo, Mike W. Barr, Carey Bates, yeah, Joe Kubert, Paul Evitz. Lots of cool names there. Len Vine. Ooh, yeah. 501. Oh dear. Either Alfred or Lucius Fox, a murderer. Oh no. So this is 501, 502. So I seem to have a nice little run here of Detective Comics. I haven't got the year written on these, so I'm guessing again it's like early 80s. 503, 504, oh, still on Detective Comics, yeah. Then it jumps up to 560, but again, this predates when I was collecting them, so that's pretty good. Right, there's one little comic here that's been folded over a little bit in the box by accident, but it seems okay. That's a cool looking cover. Mandrake, that's got to be quite an early Mandrake. When did he start? This is 86. Yeah, when you see the face, I saw the face. Well, that looks a bit like Mandrake, and then obviously he always signs his name rather handily and easily to write. Actually, no, I think his signature did change. Actually, I think some of the books I looked at recently, his signature has changed a bit, but it's still easily recognisable. And that's 399 of Batman. That one. 385. $3.89. Let's see, this when it gets to 20 minutes I'll stop this video and I'll carry on in another video so I can play this out over a few days so as to not bore anybody just by looking at books and listening to me speak. And also I might get 3 videos instead of just one long video. I'll get 3 videos and try and get people to look at them 3 days in a row instead of oh, look at that, that's cool. That's another Mandrake. I wouldn't have recognised that looking at that as a Mandrake actually. Maybe with the figure in the background is the most Mandrake-y looking bit on there. Mandrake again. Do like a bit of Mandrake. Oh, speaking of not speaking of Mandrake, but speaking of artists I love, Carlos Ezquerra, the 2000 AD artist who gave us Judge Dredd and Strontium Dog. He died yesterday. I was in a recent video I did for one of the competitions. I mentioned him as being one of my favourite artists, and I knew he'd gone into hospital had an operation, but there was like a post up on Facebook saying that he was okay and he was like, you know, he's beating it, whatever, lung cancer. But then a couple of days later, yesterday, I saw the post saying it and I was just like, no, literally aloud, you know. It wasn't in my head, I shouted out no, you know, in real life. Because yeah, it was really gutted me actually. I was really a bit upset about that because I always loved his art. And to think that we will never see like new versions of it again is quite saddening. Right, another Mandrake cover, beautiful cover by Mandrake. Right, I'm going to call this one the last one for this video. I've still got at least half a box to go. I am so stoked with these. This is just, wow. I was worried about it a lot because I was thinking I was going to get messed around by this person because they didn't, it was supposed to have arrived about a week ago, but then there was problems with the blinking courier not sort of arriving on time and that kind of thing. So then today they were late delivering it today as well, but they're here now, and I've got to say, whoo, I am really, really happy with these. Let me, I'm going to finish the video now. I'll be back tomorrow. If you want to check the rest of this batch of Batmen that I've got, then come back tomorrow and I'll go through some more.